In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make hard beats for Future. So let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, his beats are usually like a slower BPM between, I would say, like 115 to 130 range. So we'll put it around, we'll do like 120, we'll do 124. And we're going to start off with the flat piano just to build the melody out, but we'll switch it out. So I'm going to use, I like the LA Custom presets. I've been using this one a lot. It's called Softest from Keyscape. And we'll go up. Yeah, some just like real subtle, but just a little variation between the chords. And then we're going to take the middle note, invert it up, and then we'll take the root note, bring it down an octave, bring it down 2. And we'll add one more, just as a simple bass line. Alright, let's grab all these chords and then randomize them. Alright, so now that we have the chords laid out, I'm going to add some filler notes. Alright, so we're going to copy over this melody I built right here. Yeah, I kind of like that. See, this note almost sounds off on this chord right here, but I kind of like how it adds a lot of that tension to it. So I'm going to leave it like that. Alright, we're going to change the sound to a pad. So I got Analog Lab 5 loaded up. And we'll go through these. Cool. What? Bro, this sounds crazy. That was the first sound I selected. Sometimes it just works, you know? Alright, so this preset is called Wormhole, and I already like how it sounds, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. We'll just export it out. Yeah, so I just reversed it and then chopped it up and rearranged it so it follows the same bass line. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to copy over that same pattern. So we'll layer with another pad inside of Analog Lab 5. Ooh. Man, I don't know if I'm just getting lucky, but this one already sounds crazy too. Alright, so same thing, I just reversed it and then realigned it so it follows the same bass line. If you get those clicks, just go right here, click on generic, and it'll get rid of them. Before we add a counter melody, I want to go back to these first two sounds and mix them a little better. So we're going to start with, we'll do the main one first. So first thing I like to do is just open up the EQ, see where it is, and you can see this one is pretty much filling up the whole spectrum. So obviously, you know, we want to cut out the low end, but I'm going to cut out some of those highs too. I don't want this one dominating too much in that high end. So I think, and then it's some of these mids right here. I don't like to have it too heavy in the mid-range because that's where vocals sit. So that's pretty solid right there, and then we'll just bring it up. You know what, we'll add a little bit of reverb to it. Yeah, that's pretty solid, just a subtle amount. Alright, so we'll bring in the layered synth. So this one is really top heavy. So we're gonna leave that, cut out some of these mids right here. But I want this one to fill up more of that high range, so we'll leave it like that and just turn it down. So for the counter melody, we're gonna use Omnisphere, and I have the synth section loaded up, the poly one. We'll just build something out on the keyboard. I like this one. I might just add a little bit of distortion to it. Ooh. I like that. So we'll just add, I want to add one thing to this to kind of sauce it up a little bit. We're going to add Crystallizer. And Crystallizer is a solid plugin if you really want that future sound with a lot of that granulated sound. So we'll switch, we'll go to, we'll just click on any of these honestly. So you see it adds like an echo, and then it also kind of granulates the sound a little bit. I like this one right here. Alright, so we'll add halftime. Yeah, that's solid. So it keeps the same pace. And then we're just going to export this one out too. And then this one also has a lot of that high end to it. So we'll go into the EQ. Just see kind of where it's sitting. That's pretty solid. It's already... We'll cut out some of these mid highs right here. And then just leave it just in that really high end range. So everything else kind of blends in good together. We have mid frequencies over here. We have mid highs. And then this one is filling up the highs. Alright, so now that we have everything exported, we're going to grab all the melodies and pitch them down. We'll try two semitones down. Oh. Sheesh. Yeah, so that really gives you that dark feel that Future has a lot in his sound. Alright, let's add a synth bass to this. Alright, for the drums now, we're going to use my Bankroll drum kit, so make sure you check that out. Link in the description. We'll go with this one. Alright, we're going to mute the bass. We'll add an 808. We're going to go with a little bit of a more distorted one, just because this has that real dark, granulated sound. something like that. And if you don't know what this does, it basically just cuts off the 808 right when the note ends. So if I wanted to have the 808 stop like right here, see, it just cuts it off right away. But I didn't do any cutoff like that. I just do that when I have a sub bass, so that when the 808 goes to the sub bass, it doesn't bleed into it, because you don't want that distorted sound. We'll go back to the hi-hats now. We'll add a couple rolls. I like to wait to add the rolls until we have the 808, because whenever you add the rolls wherever the 808 hits, it just adds a harder bounce to it. Alright, so we're just going to add one last thing to kind of emphasize the 808 a little more. I like to add an open hat right where the 808 is hitting, and just adds a little more punch to it. I think we'll do something simple like this. I don't want to add too many. I ain't gonna lie, that beat came out tough. If you guys like the drum sounds I use in this video, they're all from my Bankroll drum kit, so make sure you check that out. Link will be in the description. And if you guys want to see another video just like this one, make sure you watch this video next, and I'll see you there. Peace.